Alright guys, so I'm making this a video on how to solo queue easily with the Brimstone because I run into people when I solo queue and when I don't get Brimstone and they do, I see them play and it's just not, they don't do what you should do. So it's just going to be a quick video on how to play it well and how to rank up easily. So on attack, your main job as Brimstone is to get your team on site. So is Brimstone. When you have a team centered on Brimstone, you always want to prioritize bomb. So let's say I'm attacking Seaside Haven. All you want to do is just make it really easy with your smokes for your team to get on site. So literally what I do when I first started playing Brimstone, literally just look for gaps in the map. So I see a gap here, I see a gap here, I see a gap here. And so I smoke them off. And when I get on site, there are so many less angles that I have to peek now that I smoked it all off. You can get a plant off right here. You can go sit over. You can literally all get your entire teams. Have some people on site. You can have some people on log watching flank. And now that you have bomb down and you smoke site, you have your bomb down. You most likely have like 5-ish people. You might have gotten a pick on site if someone played aggro on like PCT. So his smokes are really good for getting your team on site. Now you also have a molly. This can be used for clearing out angles, forcing people out of angles, and you can molly behind yourself or in front of yourself to block like an entrance. You can molly on bomb to stop a defuse. So you have a lot of you can do a lot of things with your molly. It's a very versatile ability, and so your combat stim is probably the worst ability in this kit, but it's still pretty good. So the best way to use it is you always want to use it when your team is grouped up because that's how you get the most use out of it. And one thing to note is that if you throw it down and you walk out, see the combat stim in the bottom right, it has a timer before it runs out. So you can stand in, and you can come out, and you'll still have the buff even when you're not standing in it. So you can like throw it over here so people don't know you're coming. And then you can peek out and you'll have combat instead of like throwing it out here when they can see it and they'll know you're peeking. And so the ult is also a really good ability. So your ult is much like your molly. You would use it for like the same reason. So force people out of a site or a corner, or if they're on bomb, you can ult them and they're forced to get off or they die. So you can use your ult how you like. So one way I use my ult a lot is I use it if I know someone's playing garage, or even if I don't and we're just gonna push through garage, you can ult like over here. So you ult in window, but so how it works is like if they're playing window and you ult like this, they're either forced to run out that way, which they die from the ult, or they're forced to push into you. And so if they're like sitting over here and they're just like jiggle peeking your team like this, they're sitting right here and they're really annoying. They're just picking you guys like this. You can't really do anything about them, and you don't have like smokes or anything, or maybe you do smoke it and they have multiple people rotating. You can ult it like this. And if they're there, they're pushing out, so you just pre-aim them and you kill them because they're forced to jump out. If they run back, they die, and if they pop out, you just kill them. So you can use your ults like that in case you want to force someone out of an angle and you have your team to kill them. And so on defense, your role kind of flips. So instead of playing like this, get everyone on site, you would think that Brimstone could keep people off site. So if I'm playing long and I see people cross, one thing I could do is I could smoke deep and keep control of this cubby. I can keep control of cubby and I can keep control of most of long. But if they see I'm the only one on site, then they might just push through. And your garage player might like play like right here. And if they push through the smoke, this guy's kind of useless, right? And you're the only one that can really defend against them unless he pushes up. But if 5 people push through, you guys are probably going to die and they're probably going to take site. So what I like to do as Brimstone is I'll smoke it first, and then if they push through, I'll back up. Don't take any fight, because if you die, that's a major loss. So it's like if I smoke like down here first, I'll like back up and maybe I'll smoke that. But maybe I'm too slow, right? And they push out. So then you might want to back up and play for a retake. And then it's like playing on attack again. Like you're back on attack. So you can like look for the gaps, smoke it off. You don't have to peek anything. You just peek this. You can walk over here. You peek this, and you peek behind this box. And then you can like go up on here. You clear that angle, you clear that angle, you clear over here, you clear down here, you clear bomb, and then you have sight again. It's pretty easy as long as you can win your gunfights pretty consistently. Retaking sights as Brimstone is a really good strength, and it's a good way to win rounds. So pushing up Brimstone's really tough because even if you get bomb down, there's a really big chance that the Brimstone is gonna get his team on site and they can retake site. So I think Brimstone's probably one of the strongest ops in the game right now, and I want people to start playing him more. Yeah, like for retakes. So like retaking sites with him is a really good way to solo queue up the rank ladder, and it's a really efficient way to rank up because you don't need crazy mechanics. You don't really need to even be that smart. You can just do the like as long as you just smoke your team on site, you've done your job for the round, and no one can really yell at you. Like you're doing your part, and then from there it's really just up to you to win your gunfights and your team to play off your smokes. So yeah, I hope this helps you guys rank up with Brimstone and play better overall, and maybe it'll
Got the
help you
spike.
playing against Brimstones in the future too. So yeah, bye.